I've been kind of binging a bunch of videos that break down the new Megamind release. Nevermind 2, as the internet is calling it. It's terrible, a shameless cash grab feeding off of nostalgia from fans and hard work from the creators, but at least it's giving content creators some cash, some content to review. As I watch these breakdown videos, I'll link some in the description. What really stood out to me, in spite of the horrible plot, the terrible jokes, the awful voice acting, and the absolute wreckage of character arcs, were the freaking villain designs.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that? What?
Some people would say it's rude to dunk on character designs from a movie I haven't seen, but I feel like it would be a waste of time to watch the movie at this point, since the videos I saw were so thorough. Even with redesigning the villains, the ideas behind them were so basic and boring I could barely scrape together an idea on how to make them look better, while still sticking to the original source material. If I could completely revamp them, I would do so, but this video is specifically meant to make them look a little better and a little more memorable. Let's start off with my least favorite, the magma monster guy. It seems as though they needed their big, dumb brute and went back to the basic lava monster stereotype. To just push the design into actually scary territory, I made his head a little more skull-like, giving him dead, hollow eyes and sharp points to mimic a rock skull. I also made the rock fragments that make up his body sharper to tie it in with how his head looks now. You can't really change up much with a lava guy. I wish I could do more, but my head was going blank. I decided to make one arm bigger than the other though, forming it into like a giant destructive club or mace. And the other arm is a bit hidden, that's my bad, I drew it off, you know? But why not add at least one interesting thing to him, setting him apart from any other monster lava guy you can think of? Having a massive, heavy, like solid stone fist for just smashing things would look sick, and it would make his silhouette interesting, you know? Animating him dragging that heavy mallet arm around would have made for some interesting movements, and changing it up from the typical like lava monster look thing. I think he talks in the movie, which is stupid. Why not pull a Balrog type approach, having him speak in roars and grunts, making noises from scraping rocks and releases of steam or smoke? Honestly, like a steam release voice, like hissing, that's so different from the typical like lava monster, right? You know, just think of this creature that can only talk in like scraping rock and hisses and smoke and things like that, and he's just, you know, it's so different from a typical bleh. It would have been 10 times more memorable. And this is the final result. It's not my best work. There was little I could do to push lava monster into something cooler looking. They just shouldn't have added such a typical overused idea. Just replace it with something else, you know? Something that actually fits in this universe. And now my next least favorite, Mime Dude. Seriously, this idea could have been super sick. A silent mime, controlling people and hypnotizing them. It would have been epic to see him using his power to get others to speak for him, remaining silent and mysterious the whole time. But I think he talks too. Seriously though, this has potential. I'm also partial to making him simpable, but instead they pumped him full of fillers and Botox. I get it, memorable silhouette and all that, but good gosh, his face style does not belong in the Megamind universe. Man's also built like an improper fraction. He completely skipped leg day, I don't know. Seriously, I feel like his entire design could be based off of skinny street performer instead. Like he's used to forcing people to do stuff for him due to his powers of mind control. So he's probably not muscular at all. And why give him a painted face? Better to make his skin entirely white for that eerie touch. I stuck with the painted face though and just made his skin really, really pale, like paper pale, you know? Also, why are his power swirlies orange? Dude has red as an accent color. Red collar, red lips, red eyes. Why is his power orange themed? Anyway, this is the final result. Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe if you think he should have been skinny. Now this guy was far more fun to work on. The Darkness Knight guy. Was it Night-Knight or some sort of Shadow Knight? I think his name was like Shadow Knight or something. No, I think it was Night-Knight. I can't remember. I don't know his name. I can't find it anywhere on the interwebs. I keep looking for their names so I can name them off, but literally their names are just, they're nowhere. He's got potential, but gosh, his entire design is just, it's so confusing. He's rounded and oval in places with just random spikes and cones that don't belong on him jutting out everywhere. Seriously, my guy, he's gonna cut himself while running. The fact that he is darkness incarnate is pretty cool. The creators could have done so much more with this, but I will stick to the original vision, a Darkness Knight. I liked his color palette idea, but his colors are dull and faint and depressing. I would pop out this dark, rich purple so much more, just make it more saturated, give it more purple instead of this sad whatever this color is. And also, why the random yellow, green, and blue on his breastplate? It's gross. It does not go at all with the one speck of neon green in his design, his eyes. The purple and green have so much potential. They go well together. I especially like how bright his eyes are in comparison to the dull purple, though it looks more like a sickly gray or pink in the actual movie. I wanted to add so much more green to his design. Maybe it's part of the spirit that's like keeping all this darkness together to form his body, or like I've made it form cracks in the darkness to just incorporate more of that green all around it. And I added this cool like tabard piece of cloth to just add more green, make it go, put more green in his design. I also added wisps of darkness escaping through cracks in his armor because that would have been so cool. This natural shadow following him wherever he goes, though the darkness is begging to escape anywhere it can. It would have sold the fact that he's a shadow guy so much more. Hope you like how he looks now. I really like it. I think the spiky armor just goes a lot better than whatever random thorns were just jutting out of his original design. And last but not least, my favorite redesign, the Weather Girl. She is specifically a weather gal, though she's pictured with lightning a lot. Now, her design has some neat qualities. They were just poorly executed. Her hair was supposed to mimic a tornado, I think, which is why not make it a messy bun tornado? Add some interest. That way it doesn't look like a stack of donuts on a kebab on her head, you know? Also, there's a white streak running through it, which is such a missed opportunity. Why not give my girl vitiligo? There is so little vitiligo seen in media, and I think it just looks gorgeous and stunning and pretty and just, yes, tell me why you didn't think of that. Also, her suit. What is this green? Brother, ugh. Maybe it's trying to mimic the greenery of the earth after storms and rain, but my gosh, it does not fit with that yellow and blue. Her outfit has so many patterns and random colors and such little thought, and ugh. I ended up taking out the blue and the green, choosing yellow as the accent color, and dark grays as a base. It looks more like the darkness of the clouds versus the brightness of the sun and so forth, or just like flash of lightning among the gray of a storm. It's really cool. I know I don't want to make her like the next Storm or rip-off Storm, whatever. I know a lot of characters, you know, with weather powers are just pictured with their lightning, so I try to incorporate more of her weather stuff, but I feel like just the gray and the yellow and it just goes a lot better than green and blue and yellow, and I made her hair curly to make the messy bun that much more apparent, and it mimics a wild storm now. I also gave her vitiligo and made the patches shaped like clouds and rain. See? Such a missed opportunity. Originally, I wanted to show more skin to show off her vitiligo patterns, but her suit is very covering, and I decided to just follow it. Also, my girl is curvy. I like that. I like that very much. We need curvy girls, you know? I also took away the raindrop gradient and made her symbol a little cloud with lightning. I made her belt clasp a raindrop instead, and I added a slit to her dress to mimic lightning as well. I think her dress was mimicking an umbrella or something at first, and that's why I had those weird jagged cutouts from it, from the bottom, from the hem, but I think the lightning slit just, it makes it cooler. Also, I made it longer on one side to just kind of add some interest. I wish I could have shown off more of her powers like wind and such, but a key to a good supervillain design is simplicity. And this is how she turned out, and she's by far my favorite. I really like it. I like all the colors, I like her pose, she's just, and also I like the fact that she has glasses. It's cute, right? Cute, villain with glasses, let's go! Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear more thoughts about their designs, and what would you have done differently? Did you like the originals at all? Subscribe if you like to see me try out more redesigns. I've been seeing a lot of them on my For You page, and I kind of want to try more redesign videos.